Your favorite snake farmer, Wisdom Alokpa. You have been following me. Today there is an issue I really want to talk about because most people who have gone into snake farming have been asking. It's a very big question that have been coming up several times, and I think it's time to discuss more about it regarding snake farming, making money in snake farming, and how you can ensure a continuity of snake farming. You being a snake farmer, and you can make money, and you can ensure continuity of snake farming within the particular region or locality you are. I think it's I think it's a time to talk about this right now. Okay. It is important, whatever business you are doing, whatever business anyone wish to engage in, it's important we look out for research. There's a market research. Look out for research environment where you will be doing your business to see if there will be patronage. It is very, very imperative. It is very, very important we think, carry out all of this consideration before starting a business to see if there will be patronage, to see, yes, if the business will be encouraged by the customers that are willing to patronize your business. So on this aspect of snake farming, I want to talk about this. Before you are setting up a farm, or you want to start a snake farm within a particular region, a particular environment, like me, making this live broadcast from Delta State, very precisely. Before you want to start a snake farm in a particular environment where you are based, you look at if there will be patronage. You look out for the markets. Yes, you look at if there will be market within that region where you are. It is very, very important. If there will people who will patronize your business, very, very important. You look out for all of that. So you check out to see if there will be partnership. Yes, you're having a snake farm in the particular region. You check out if there will be people who are ready to partner with you to see the continuity of the business, to see the growth. So first thing first, to see if there are people that will patronize your product, whatever you are doing, and look out for people that will partner with you. All of these are very, very important. These are important things we need to consider. So if you are starting a snail farm, if you want to go into snail farming, you look out for your environment. Are there people who consume snail? Yes, it's one thing you need to look at. Are there people here who consume snail? Are there people who make use of the snail slime for drug production, like the snail slime? The snail slime it has the different uses in the pharmaceutical industry. Sorry, the snail slime is being used to produce drugs and other pharmaceutical products. In the beauty and cosmetics industry, the snail slime is being used to produce some beauty products out there. And also the shell of the snail slime, the shell of the snail, sorry, the shell of the snail. Let me show you something. I'm coming. All right. Okay. The snail shell which is the body, the shell of the snail has is being used to produce it's a calcium, serve as a calcium. The shell can be used, can serve as a calcium, so it can be processed and be used to produce calcium product for livestock animal. So if you want to go into snail farming, so these are things you consider. Would there be people who will patronize my business? Would there be people, customers, consumers out there who will make use of all of these items, consuming the meat? You know, the snail meat is very rich. The meat is very rich for all and sundry. It's very proteinous and it's recommended for everyone, irrespective of the age. So the snail meat is very, very rich. So you look at if there will be patronage, you look at if there will be partnership. Those are things you look out for before going to snail farming. Would there be people who be interested in your product? You can also search out for companies who will be interested in your snail line within your region. And one thing again, if you are doing snail farming, networking matters a lot. You know, snail is very rich. It's a very rich meat and it's expensive in the market. I'll be talking a lot of things today. Snail is also expensive in the market. It's a rich meat, and there are people there who consume snail because of its health benefits. So you look out for the market. There will be market in the particular place you want to start up the farm, and you search out for people who consume snail. You can make use of your social media. Okay, you search out, you make all of this research before going to snail farm, because some persons have been lamenting, okay, I've been growing snails, um, there's no market, there's nobody consuming. So many questions have been coming up. How do I sell? How do I sell my snail? There are nobody patronizing. That's one thing. First, like I earlier reiterate, let me reiterate again. You search out for the consumers before you start on any business. You do a market research to see if there will be people who are there to patronize you. It's very important. It is very, very important. We look out for all of this. Look out to see if people patronize you, if the business will thrive, if the business will grow in that particular area. And I know most people don't know about this. Most people think snail is just about producing snail meat for consumption. Yes, you can produce snail meat for, you can grow your snail for personal usage, like a subsistence farming. Probably you want to grow the snail and for your personal benefit, you can feed on it. When you grow them to a particular size you wish, you can consume them. And there are also other avenues you can make money from snail farming. There are so other avenues you can make money from snail farming. You can grow the snail. It's either you want to dry them, oven dry them. You can oven dry them. You can oven dry your snail and sell to restaurants, hotels, eateries. You can even export snails to wherever you wish to. So there are so many avenues you can earn from snail farming. You can be a consultant. You can be consulted. Yes, okay. Seek knowledge. Those are also means to earn. You can be a consultant, and you can also earn from that. So there are several ways to earn, because most people I've been receiving questions. Okay, if we do this, how do we earn? How do we make money? Yes, snail doesn't grow fast. So basically, to be honestly true, snail doesn't grow fast, but it's something that won't take much of your money when you're engaging. It won't take much of your capital. So it's not that capital intensive that is a kind of farming you will engage in and you start spending. No. The mistake most people make is that you don't seek for knowledge. When you seek for knowledge, you have all of these ideas on how you can start up this business and how you can make progress in this business. Like the first time during my early stage, most times I do go to the market. I'll begin to buy some food, some veggies for snails unknowingly. that these are things I can get easily, but I don't use my money to go out there, buy veggies for snails until I seek out for the right knowledge. Then I started when I got the right knowledge, I started spending less. Then I started spending less in feeding my snails. My snails were growing fine. So at first I was bothered about the feeding. How can I manage in terms of feeding? But as when I got the right knowledge, so I went to the market, I was able to get things easily for myself. So first thing first, knowledge first. Seek for knowledge, get the right knowledge to see if there will be markets, yes, if there will be consumers who will be interested in what you sell or what you want to offer. Yes, if there will be consumers out there who will be interested or want to offer. So first thing first, knowledge. Market is very important. Whatever we are doing in this life, what kind of business we want to do, we need consumers. We need people who will be interested in what we have. So like a snail is very, very rich. There's a lot in snail. The meat is very rich. The meat is very rich for all and son, irrespective of age. There's no age. It is very okay. The snail meat is very okay. And there are several ways you can prepare it. It's that you oven dry, your pepper socks. You can also oven dry, you can also smoke it. And there are several ways you can prepare your snails. Whichever way you prefer, you can. That's the way you want it to be prepared. It's all right. There are several ways you can prepare your snails. And the slime also has its important uses in the various industries, like I earlier said. So it's very important we search out. Like if there's a time a guy from Liberia called me and he was asking, "You want to go into this?" And I asked him, "Okay, are there people who consume snail within the area where you are?" And they said no. Then I have to give him the best advice. Because one thing is market. When you have a product, will there be people out there to want to patronize, or will there be people interested in what you sell? Yes. Will there be people interested in what you sell? It's very, very important. And again, the reason why it is important, we need to grow snail. Why it is important we need to grow snail. So snail farming don't just start one day, because at first during the time of the hold, most people go to the forest to hunt for snails. That's what we normally do. We go to the forest to hunt for snails. From the bushes within where we live, we hunt for snails. That's what we normally do then. We hunt for snails. We go to the bushes, and mostly during the rainy time, when it is rainfall and everywhere is cold, you see the snake coming out, moving around. Then we go to the bushes, we hunt for snails. And I think that time of going out is not really common, is it? Because of some environmental factors. There's a lot of environmental factors affecting the hunting of snails. We go to where the process of going to bushes to hunt for snails. There are some different factors affecting. So there are various factors that are affecting the habitation of snails in the natural forest. No snails, some bushes you see snails, that's where snails mostly live. So there are factors that are affecting the habitation of snails. There are some areas in Nigeria. I'm making this live broadcast from Nigeria. There are some areas in Nigeria before we go for snail hunting in the natural forest. This system is not really common. There are some places you go where you normally go for hunting of snails. You go there now, the place is a different place entirely because of what development. Some places have been developed. There are some places you go, you don't see bush there anymore because the area is being developed. There are factors like bush burning And it is mostly human-made factors caused by human that are affecting the habitation of snails in the natural forest. So we have take up this idea of growing snail, farming snail. So if we don't do this, there will be extinction of snails. There will be extinction of snails. So we need to farm snail, to grow snail. It's important. It's important to grow snail where we live. When we grow these snails, yes, there will be availability of snails in that particular area. There are some places in Nigeria today you won't find snail in that region. There are some regions you don't find snails. They don't have snails because of the way the environment is. Some environments are hot, while some environment there are no bush there anymore. There are no bush, there's no forest there anymore where you can hunt for snails. So these are things affecting habitation of snails in the natural forest. And that's why we have bring up the idea to grow snails. We have bring up the idea to encourage people to go into snail farm. So it is important we need to gather these snails, we grow them, we breed them for there to be availability, for there to maintain the continuity of snail markets. So these factors which are affecting the habitation of snails in the natural forest, if we don't grow snails, if we don't breed snails, if we don't raise snails in where we live, there won't be snail for us to consume. So that's why we have taken up the idea of farming snails, heliculture, the process of growing snails in where we live. So it is important we do this. When we grow them, there will be availability of snail for us to consume. It's either you are growing it for meat purpose, consumption purpose. It's either you are growing it for slime purpose. The snail slime, like I said earlier, the snail slime have its uses in the pharmaceutical and beauty industries. It's either you are processing the snail shell for calcium for livestock animal. So the shell of the snail, it also have its benefits for livestock animals. So there's nothing waste there. There's nothing waste there. So the idea of growing snails is very, very important. We all need to do this. If you are interested in growing snails, if you are interested in taking up snail farming, it's important we do this. But learn, okay. Like I said, it's not a farm. It's not capital. Snail farm is not really capital intensive. It's not something that will take more of your spending, more of your earning. No, you can go out to the market. You can garbage. You can feed snail garbage. You get it. Watermelon. The leftover watermelon is a very rich food for snail to eat, to feed on. The left one, that's the back of the watermelon. When you cut out the flesh, the back, snail can feed on it. You can feed your snail that. It's very rich for snail. Another thing again, pawpaw leaf. Pawpaw leaf is a good one also. You can feed your snail pawpaw leaf. Pawpaw is very rich for snail. Very, very rich for snail. Pawpaw is very rich for snail. Potato peas is also a rich one. It's a very rich food. Those are things, most of the things we see as refuse are things we can feed our snails. But you see what you call salt, cooking salt, you have to avoid it. Salt is very dangerous for snail. Whatever has salt content, should be avoided. Just see it as an enemy for snails. So whatever have salt content should be avoided. Don't feed your snail whatever have salt. Salt kills snail. And some certain acidic fruits should be avoided also. I want to also say this, that snail doesn't have drugs, not like other livestock animal where you can administer drugs for them whenever they are sick. Snail doesn't have drugs. There's no drug for snail. What you need to do to keep your snail healthy is what? Proper good hygiene. When you have a good terrain, a good environment, snail need a place that is very neat. When you feed them at night, early in the morning, you come out, pack, take the leftover feed. Snail need neatness. When the pen is neat, that's the house where the snail is being reared. The pen. Snail need neatness, proper hygiene. When you carry out good hygiene, your snail will be healthy. Good hygiene matters a lot. When the place is very neat, well kept, you give them the right feed, proper. There's one thing most people make. Let me also say this in this live broadcast. Some persons, okay, the way of hunting snakes in national forest, and people go out to the national forest, we drop some rotten food. So that's the way that it will attract the snails. So when the snake perceive the smell of a rotten food like a crab or some other kind of item food to attract snake in the natural forest, that's how to get the snakes. So when you drop it at that a particular place, when the snake perceive it from far, they will begin to come around to feed on the whatever food or kind of feed you drop to get their attention in the natural. It doesn't work like that when in an intensive farming. If you feed your snail rotten food, your snail will die. It will result to mortality. When you feed your snail spoiled food, it will result to mortality. It may cause some losses. It may cause losses of your snails. And so please, when you are carrying out the process of farming, hygiene matters a lot. Proper hygiene. Snail need good environment, away from sunlight, away from predators like creeping insects. Wherever you are setting up your snail farm, ensure the place is very neat. And snail is defenseless. Yeah, it's defenseless. Like snail cannot protect itself from predators. So you being the farmer, you are the one to ensure the snails is safe. Yes, you are the one to ensure your snails are safe. So, because rats is a predator to snails, an enemy to snail. And some certain creeping insects, they are enemies to snails. So these are things we need to consider when you're starting up your snail farm. The environment matters a lot. You look out for the environment. A good, proper, safe environment is where snail can live. The right kind of feed, good feed. You feed them well. You look out for the environment. So those are things. The environment matters a lot. A conducive place away from creeping insects like rats and some other form of dangerous insects that are harmful. So we should avoid our snails from such kind of place. We don't set up our farm in such kind of place. So something to be considered. Look out for all of these before you go into snail farming. One, the market to see if there will be patronage, to see if there are people within your locality that can partner with you, if the people there consume snail. It is really, really important. If there are people there who consume snail, it's really important. And you also look at networking matters a lot. Networking. You search out for people beyond your terrain. You can partner with people. So those are ways to earn partnership. Partnership. You can partner with people. You can also grow snail here and you can sell your snail to different environments. It's also another means. So, but what matters a lot is partnership and look out for consumers that are interested in what you do. It really matters a lot. And again, like I said, before going to snail farming, seek for the right knowledge, the environment, your kind of feed. These are things that are very, very important. So if you set up your farm in a very good conducive place, it's okay. When you feed your snail the right feed, it's also very okay. So it is important we consider all of these things to ensure we make progress and for there to be continuity of snail markets within the locality and to encourage the availability of snail markets and to ensure we have a lot of snail out there for consumers who make use of the snail slime for their different products and so on. So it's important we do all of this to ensure the availability of snail wherever we are. It's very, very important. Heliciculture. All right.